The following is from Spring 2010 Math 112 Math Department Final. In this video, I will do number 15, 16, 17. Number 15. 40% of all West LA College students have seen the movie Avatar. Out of 600 students, how many have seen Avatar? Now notice that 40% of all West LA College students have seen Avatar, right? Of all West LA College students, how many West LA College students we have? According to this passage, 600. Okay, so 40% of 600 students have seen Avatar. Now then, let's compute this. What is 40% of 600? 40% of 600 is equal to, it's the same to say 40% of this, 40% times 600. Okay, that's the number of students who have seen Avatar. Now, when we compute with percentage, as always, you want to first convert that to decimal or fraction, right? Now it seems like 40% is easier to convert to decimal. That's 0.4, or you can also say 0.40 if you want. 0.4 times 600 equals to x, right? Okay, now from here then what we will do is we multiply these two numbers. 600 times 0.4, if you remember the procedure of multiplying decimal, we are basically we are multiplying 4 by 600, which is 2400, with one decimal place, right? That's equals to x, or we can say this is 240. Okay, so there are 240 students have seen Avatar. If we look at the question, you will see that's 8. Okay, now to confirm, you can do it this way. Just side note, how do we multiply 0.4 times 600 using pancake? 600 times 0.4, 600 times 4 is 2400, right? And then one decimal place. That's one way. In my class, I did teach the following way: 600 times 0.4, the decimal point, when you multiply, moves opposite direction. So this 600 times 0.4 is the same to multiply 60 times 4, which is 240. Okay, that's what we get there. And the answer, therefore, equals to part A, option A. Number 16. Number 16. 3.52 is what is 100% of what number? 3.52 is 100% of what number? That's the translation. Then we see, well, we will first convert this to decimal or fraction. I think decimal is very good here. What is 100% in decimal? 100% in decimal is 1, right? But 1 times x is x itself. Surprisingly, this way we get what is x, which is 3.52 itself. The answer is C. Okay, now this is if we solve by the method of equation. Now some people learn to solve this situation here using proportion method, in which 3.52 is the part of 100% is 100 over 100 is what number? The one in question is the base, what number? Okay, and then from here, once you set up the proportion, you do cross multiply. 3.52 times 100 equals to 100x, right? 3.52 times 100 is 352 equals to 100x, right? and then divide by 100. 3.52 divided by 100 equals to x. Move the decimal points twice to the left to make the denominator becomes 1. Therefore, on the top you do likewise. Therefore, you get 3.52 equals to x. Okay, we come up to the same answer. That's number 16. Number 17. Let me fold this. Number 17. Simplify the following using the order of operations. We have 8 minus 4 times 12 minus 9. Now notice you need to follow the order of operations to really see that. One of the most common mistake I see here is people tend to subtract at minus 4 first. That's incorrect. You may say, oh, 8 minus 4 I can compute, 12 minus 9 I can also compute, and I will get the answer. That is not true. The issue is actually here. The relationship between 8 and 4 is subtraction, while the relationship between 4 and this grouping symbol is multiplication. Okay, subtraction and multiplication comes first. So before you subtract, you need to wait until you are done with the multiplication. That's the most common mistake. Now let's do the work properly here. We start with grouping symbol, right? So then I have 8 minus 4 times 3. And then from here, subtraction, multiplication comes first. Then I will get 8 minus 12, which is negative 4. Okay, this way we see that the answer for this will be D. Okay, now this is from Spring 2010 Math 112 Department Final, number 15, 16, and 17.